want to talk about something personal. I want to talk about something I have a more tenuous relationship with, and that thing is love. So, to preface, I am a romantic. That's one word. Yeah, the amount of times I've had to correct Word or Google Docs on that. Not a lot, but a bunch. I thought I was a psychopath for years. I talked about being numb in previous vlogs. My friend just texted me that they're streaming Silk Song Crossfaded. I can't spoil these. Love, what is it? Good question. I have no idea. If you came here for answers, you're not gonna find it. And consequentially, me being numb, I don't know what to say about it. Like, I thought I was a psychopath. I know I said that already, but I did. I would watch media to make me feel emotion. Like BoJack Horseman, especially. I would try to watch like stuff that was designed in such a way to evoke emotion. And what I call the great psychopath test, to the moon. If you don't cry at it, then you're obviously a psychopath. The Freebird games, they're designed as a slow burn that you will cry right at the end. I remember meeting someone who actually told me that they didn't cry at the end to the moon, and honestly, I don't believe that person. They had certain views on masculinity and would never admit to crying, even though there was one instance where, they did in front of me. Turns out there's someone that gave me trauma, so fuck them. So, what's my relationship to love? I remember telling my dad's now wife that I've never been in love, never felt it for anyone. And she asked, well, surely, your father. And I'm like, I just met her with silence because I didn't want to say what she was implying because she's right. And I don't feel love for my parents. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just I have a pretty high bar, and I care for them. I wouldn't want to see them die. I wouldn't feel indifferent about their death. That's it would impact me pretty strongly. Like, what love is for me is it's a very pure emotion. There are 3 people that I felt love for. And that's my sibling, that's a friend of mine, and finally, I didn't love myself. And of course, there was social pressure. I feel like I did know deep down, most likely, that I was queer. I'm only attracted to queer people. Like, anyone that blurs the lines of gender. So, generally, I only get involved with trans people or otherwise gender non-conforming cis people. And I don't want to put a line between cis and trans. That there really doesn't need to be that. I just generally only am attracted to queerness. And it's not necessarily the queerness itself, it's that kind of mindset. Like in the comic Chamomile, who's the really moody person? She works at the barista, she's a barista. They're attracted to goth people, not because of the aesthetic, but it's more of a mindset thing about the kind of person. Also, damn, it is humid. You can tell. When I stepped outside, I got away from what I was talking about. Like, for me, it is about mindset, and that's what I'm attracted to. Someone who's willing to break the lines and expectations of what a society deems as acceptable. A kind of person that's going to maintain the status quo isn't someone that is going to defend me, or is less likely to, at the very least. Ooh. So, yeah, queerness. It's a spectrum. I mean, regarding my sexuality, I am demi. So, knowing the person does matter. I have to have a connection with that person. Now, you might call that gray, sexuality, whatever. I am of the opinion that the label helps, the label can also hurt. And I try not to live toward the label. I'm all foggy. Yeah. So I didn't love myself when I was younger, and I was still figuring myself out. I didn't realize I was queer. Someone actually approached me, and the person became my first girlfriend. Yay! The whole, hold the door and pull out a chair, and Pay for her movie ticket, did that. And then her parents are also there, and then asked like for my parents to come too. And yeah, the crazy part was I was 16, she was 15, and like, it was a high school thing. Although I'd say it felt more like a middle school thing. Yeah, that didn't work out. Uh, I was like, you know what? Sure, let's try this. And I really wasn't ready. Candidly, I don't think she was either. But she wanted to just like say that she is in a relationship with someone and had like a pretty rough home life. I learned in a pretty short span. Yes, ask someone out. Step 2, trauma dump. Not to say that opening up is necessarily trauma dumping, and not to say that the trauma dumping is necessarily a bad thing. Of course, it can be done tastefully. Disclaimer. All that to say, I didn't realize I was queer until I was 19. I still remember the date, October 12th, 2019. At that time, I was in college. I still remember what I was doing, and yes, I was being silly. And it was a pivotal moment for me because I like accepted the part of myself that, I actually am attracted to this. That's not to say that queer people are inherently, like sexual. It just was like a sexual moment that I realized, hey, I vibe with this. And this is part of me. I like this. Of course, separating the sex from sexuality was difficult at first because, society, we live in one. And regarding romantic attraction, it took me a while to figure out that I later was demi, like 2 years later, after I read Rain, funnily. That cracked a couple of pieces of me. And I later realized that I was trans December 25th, 2021. Realizing that I was like 6 shades of queer happened, I think the start of my egg cracking was Femboy Hooters. I already realized I was bi, and then Femboy Hooters meme came around during COVID. Oops, I said the thing that's been demonetized. During the panini. I hate that. Capitalism and its consequences. And I remember hearing someone, I just realized I'm a lesbian, or like, hey, my roommate and I, we're locked down together, and we both realized that we're gay and bi or something like that, and now we're together. Stuff like that. And then thinking, oh, too bad that won't happen to me. Wait, too bad. So then it actually happens, and ta-da! Last one, I said problem solved, and so problem solved. I think therefore I am. Right? Yeah, cognito ergo sum. Ooh, I have shit memorized. So, in this world we grew up in, that I have grown up in, I was under the impression that I can't be queer. I'm not supposed to be. It wasn't even that I'm supposed to be. I'm just not, right? Yeah. It's crazy. I'm nowhere near that. Like I've never felt attraction, except the amount of times I said I'm not gay, but, and then said the gay shit ever is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit, I messed that up. The amount of times I said that is a lot, and like by the time I started to suspect that I was aromantic, like I played these games before, and it was a pretty quick turnaround. Same with me being demi. I use demi as a sexuality by itself, but the label I use is demi pansexual. Although I like the bi-colors better, so I typically wear those. So all that to say, with the friends I had, with the environment I was in, with all the other fucking things, I felt like I wasn't allowed to be queer. And I talked previously, I believe 2 videos ago, two vlogs ago, that I was denying myself, and I was angry because of that. I was angry to see like others exist unapologetically, and then what am I doing? I would complain on the internet talking about, oh, I don't get it, they can do whatever they want, the old rhetoric, because I was so deep in the closet that I was hateful not of them but of myself. I couldn't love myself. I wish I could go back in time. I wish I could sit next to you, and I wish we could cry together. I can't do that though. I can look back and I can look forward, but I can't go there. I can't go to those places. No. I can go forward. Whew. The third person, if you didn't figure it out, is myself. And I do love myself. Call it egotistical. I call it confidence. I do mourn who I could have been if I were braver. But I'm trying, I really am. So, anyway, that friend, I have not told her that I love her. She has told me several times, well, twice. It was a very tender moment. And the first time we technically didn't say the words, we almost, the conversation essentially went, I don't really do or feel love, but like, if I did, I think I would feel that about you. And like, she said the same. She told me recently again, said, hey, love you, bye, when we were playing games together. And it was a casual thing, you know, like how you can love a friend, I presume. But then I went, whoa, wait, hold on, what? And then like, she said, all right. And I went, all right, bye. And she goes, no, you stay, because now I look awkward. I love her confidence, it's fantastic. Also, my fit, look at my, I asked my friend, not the same one, I asked my friend to collar me, the one I'm living with. Obviously, my favorite color is that other friend I talked about, the one I do love. I wanted to tell her, and I'm going to see her in person in a couple of weeks. And I'm going to do it then. I wanted to tell her, after seeing like an end to a video talking about creativity and like caring, to tell your friends that you love them. And I wanted to do that. Like genuinely, like it's just these three people. And I've already told myself that recently. I'll do it again. I love myself. Love you, Candid. Funnily, saying that isn't candid because it's a name that's still growing on me. It's a name I came up with on the spot because I needed something in my username, and I want my names to be thematic, so they do tend to be in some way. Of course, not always. Don't forget to love yourself. Like, you matter too. And if you're thinking, oh, I don't deserve it, or I'm not going to do that, that's okay. You don't have to if you don't want to. I do promise you do matter. Like, your opinion matters. Like, your self-worth matters. It took me years to learn self-confidence, and in the process, I definitely came across extremely egotistical and like just learning, like overshooting, and then coming back to somewhere that I can like feel comfortable in, without feeling like I'm hurting another by being obnoxious. Recollecting agency in my life was difficult for me. The reason it was difficult is because I was still trying things. I am very autistic, and that's not me hiding behind a shield, just bear with me. So I don't really understand social concepts. I can reach out, I can like make friends, and I've shocked myself with that. Damn, even when it's frizzy, I love my hair. That's another thing, like that helped teach me confidence. Giving myself credit, even for something that's passive, even for something that doesn't require like me to actively do something in the moment. Of course, you know, like I need to maintain my hair, and I have been a bit. Hey, give yourself credit. You fucking deserve it.